I am off. I'll give you updates.
All right. Who put these things in? Flipping Hercules or somebody.
Just got off my second metro.
I can't move any further. Great. I don't like that. I got so fed up yesterday.
Didn't think I was going to be saying good morning to Canada anytime soon.
This is the reason. So guys, welcome back to the channel. So this morning we are going to tackle some mechanic work. I changed this starter about 2 years ago with an aftermarket cheaper starter, right? I had one actual Honda starter. This is a rather big job. And we currently have Monday at 9:30. Let's see where we get to time-wise. Let's go. And one manifold off. Holy. Who put these things in? Flipping Hercules or somebody. Well, we cross-threaded that when it went in? Or what? But why is it so fucking tight? Holy. I don't like that. So you don't let other people work on your fucking car. I can't move any further. Will David survive the week without Christina? Stay tuned to find out.
That's right. I've had enough and I'm out of here. No, actually, that's not true. I love my hubby, I love my family, but I do have a couple of things that I need to go and take care of. And unfortunately, this time it has to be a solo trip. So here we go.
So guys, we got to the airport. I'm dropping off my wife. She's on an adventure. You're going?
I am off.
Alrighty.
On a whirlwind.
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 You can fill us in.
I shall.
Alright.
I'll give you updates.
Alright. Love you. Safe travels. Of course. He's going to look after me.
Oh, somebody's gotta.
No.
I love you, hubby. Ah, yes.
Hey, I'll message me when we get to Mexico City. And she's off. We're heading home. We got another project that we got to deal with. You've seen part of that earlier, but it's got a lot worse. We'll give you an update today.
Time for boarding. First of my 3 flights that'll take me to my destination, and I'm bringing you along. Since this is not a very well-known airport, I thought I'd introduce it to you. Welcome to Aeropuerto Internacional Felipe Ángeles. Full disclosure, I have never flown into this airport and I've had to read up on it a little bit. So, to share with you, it opened to civilian use in 2022, facilitates domestic, international flights, as well as the Mexican Air Force, general aviation, charter flights, and is Mexico's largest air cargo hub, while also being the second largest airport by area in Mexico. It is pretty quiet in here. We just exited the baggage claim section. There's already lots of stuff going on. Even a bank for me to change money in. A new airport, of course, is so much prettier and more impressive looking, I must say, in comparison to the Benito Juarez airport. Little courtyard, dinosaurs back there. It's beautiful. So I believe that will be my bus station. I have had the most awesome experience with the young gentleman that's coming at me in the orange. He speaks English. My Spanish is improving, but his English is better than my Spanish is. He explained what I needed to do here at this bus station, because this is Mexibus. It's different from the card that I have. So I purchased a new card. I normally have this colorful one on the bottom. Now I have a Movimix as well, which is for the Estado. So new experiences, new things I'm learning, and new things we get to share. So yes, this airport, known as AIFA, is about 35 kilometers or 22 miles north of Mexico City Airport. I have a little bit of a trek in front of me. Fear not, I have an app that will tell me exactly what to do. I have to take 2 buses and 2 metros to arrive at my destination. This is me taking my first bus, and I get to change a bus station right here. Super easy, super smooth. Loved it.
I got so fed up yesterday, I literally just packed it in. I know that's not like me, not my personality. I got defeated yesterday and had enough. And the reason I had enough is, this is the reason. So this is a bolt. This is the starter bolt that I've been fighting with for hours, that somebody put in previously that cross-threaded it or used red Loctite or something that I tried to get out. And anyhow, after, what would you say, Jaden? 4 hours?
Oh, more than that.
5 hours? I don't know. All afternoon, we fought with this one bolt trying to get it out. Tried everything. Tried heat, tried warming it up, tried lubricants. Blow torches on it to warm up the cast aluminum area it was going into. Nothing would work until this finally happened. And as you can see, it snapped right there. As it snapped off inside the bell housing down in here is where it goes, where my finger is. It snapped off in this. So yeah, my day, horrible yesterday. I know people have it way worse. This is just my problem. I know there's other people who have things that are way worse that are going on in their lives. I'm not trying to compare it to anything else, but just, it was a horrible day. So I called it quits yesterday. Anyhow, we'll crack on with this in a little bit. One starter. That's what we've been trying to get out, guys. Starter goes inside there, right, and it spins over the flywheel. Now, where that bolt went, this hole right there, that's where I'm going to start drilling.
I have to say, people talk about Mexico City scary. If you have your head turned on and your eyes peeled and you have kindness in your heart, you will get everywhere very safely. So I have to say, sorry, I'm watching my steps really closely because these steps are sketchy. They're very worn down and very slippery. Anyhow, that's my update. First metro taken, going to the second one. Just heading to my last stop. Taking Metro 1 stop from here, and I'm at the airport. Just got off my second metro, and I just need to walk about 200 meters, and I'm at the airport. So my transfer, it's me, myself, and I, the three of us. My transfer from AIFA to Mexico, what's the Benito Juarez airport, has been super smooth. I can't even begin to explain how lucky I am and grateful I am, because people tell you all sorts of stories, and I'm sure some of them are very, very true. But for me, it's been fantastic. It's been a 30 peso excursion. I have gotten to see a whole bunch of the town or city of this gigantic area, and I had a little mini side quest, little adventure. So it's been fun. I will report back from the airport. You're getting the traveler look. So I made the cardinal mistake, not the first time. This is the second time. Not on this trip, but another trip. So I got off the metro, and just behind me, kind of, which way? That way, over there. I got off the wrong side of the metro. This is very important because if you get off on the wrong side, you're going to have to then climb one of these suckers, these overpasses, and cross all those lanes of traffic because you're on the wrong side of the highway. Don't do it. Ask someone. I made the mistake of not asking and shooting a video instead. Here we are. Anyhow, I will be there in about 500 meters. So, little exercise, little sunshine, a little vitamin D before I go and sit at the airport for a hot minute. So I made it. It turns out I'm wearing the right shirt. Check it out. Boom. There's the trophy that was given away to Spain just the other day. A couple of days ago. What's today? Today is Tuesday. So Sunday, 2 days ago. Along with a big football and the mega long airport. This is Terminal 1 at Ciudad de Mexico, which is the Benito Juarez airport. It is super long. It's about a mile long, if I'm not mistaken, or so. At any rate, I have arrived. Now I need to figure out where to check in. Then it's a little bit of a wait until I get on my plane. I'm through security. You can see some of the mountains behind me in the valley here in Mexico. We call it Mexico. It's Ciudad de Mexico. At any rate, the plane I'm taking is not the one behind me. But what I will be doing is I will be catching a little spot like the lady right there behind me. Right there. That sort of a spot so I can have a little snooze until my flight, because it's a little bit of a wait. Yep, 12 plus hour wait. Well, that's what happens when you have poor connections and long layovers. But don't fret, I could do some Pokemoning, and I did a little bit of pre-shopping for a good friend of mine. Made it out of CDMX. Ciudad de Mexico is behind me. That was one busy airport at all hours of the night, let me tell you. But I had some side quests to do, so unfortunately I didn't get a chance to give you an update as to what's happening, but here's my update. I am in Houston. First time here, so I'm gonna check out the airport, see what it's like. I'm gonna try and do a little bit of geocaching maybe, maybe some Pokemoning, and maybe catch some more Z's before I head up northbound.
Please place your personal items underneath the seat in front of you.
Okay, I feel like at this point I should probably explain myself. So I am, in this case, a solo traveler who is having to run a bunch of errands someplace she hasn't been in a hot minute. Well, unfortunately, connections into almost any part of the world coming out of Huatulco in low season are not generally great and require A, a lengthy layover in Mexico City, and B, more inefficient connections until you arrive at your final destination. Good thing I love traveling and I was not on a time constraint.
Good morning, Calgary. Didn't think I was going to be saying good morning to Canada anytime soon, but here we are. I'm here for a couple of days, actually really just quick and dirty trip in and out. And as you can see, there's nobody pretty much here. It is very early and it's time for a walk to my first destination, first errand to run. If you're wondering why I'm dressed in layers and layers, because here in Calgary, the sun is just coming up and it's 14 degrees. 14 degrees, I don't remember the last time I was in 14 degrees and not layered, but boy, like it's nice, it's fresh, but it's cold.
With many nearby forest fires, Calgary was very smoky, which made the sun look red hot. And the mosquitoes were vicious. But I did log a few geocaching smileys on my way to my very first destination of Home Depot for tools. Remember that car of ours? And then Sobeys for a snack. I got to revisit a few things that I haven't seen in a little while and put on a lot of kilometers by 9 a.m.
Water pump housing here, just two 10mm bolts. I got the lower rad hose, which I have to see how that all works and how to get this out of here. Anyhow, let's start somewhere. Come on. Oh, thank you. You okay? I just cut my arm up on this. All right, so that one's off now. There you go. All right, so that's off.
I even found my old favorite, Caliente. Sirius FM never lets me down. Love me some Latin music. Look at what I found in Airdrie at the co-op. Some snacks. Then on to Honda because you know we need Honda parts. Then a spray for our tent because the sun kills everything. And I did think about this one, but I chickened out. By this point, after all the traveling and the errand running, which I didn't even really share with you here, I was done. I needed some peace, and this was the perfect property to do it.
Hey guys, heading for lunch, Taco Friday, with my boys. Christina's not here, as you know. She's in a different place. Alright, so guys, I got 5, what did I get here? I got 4 of the empanizado and un tinga. And Dylan's got same thing. Oh, we all get the same thing today. Did you get one pollo con crema? Oh, that's a pollo con crema. Okay. Day 4 of the Honda is still apart. So the Honda is 3, David is 1. What do I mean by 3? I have 3 water wounds. Honda has 0. Waiting for parts.
On Saturday, we made the drive into Red Deer, cruising through the wide open Alberta countryside with big skies, open fields, and farmlands as far as you can see. We ran a few errands, and while we were there, we stopped in at a store that I really wish we had in Huatulco. Lots of natural ingredients and healthy options, which is right up my alley. We also hit up a couple of thrift stores. I love thrifting, but what I was really after was some murder mystery games, and I found some. Then it was time to say goodbye. It was time to start heading home.
Well, my whirlwind tour is coming to an end. About a 2.5 day stay in Calgary here. Nothing but errands, running around, doing everything that I needed to get done. And now, tonight, for the first time, I'm staying in my own room, courtesy of friends of ours who we love and can't wait to see back in Huatulco. But I'm a single person without my husband, and I have 2 beds to choose from, staying in a hotel for the first time in my life on my own. It is kind of wild. So it'll be fun. I have this lovely little interior courtyard view. And in the morning, I have the hotel call me at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's a super early start, but the trek home is starting now that I'm back at the airport property. Tomorrow heading back. I have 2 legs of this trip. I'm leaving from here, Calgary, heading to Denver. I have a longer layover there. In Denver, then I transfer over to CDMX to Mexico City. And then I have a long layover into Huatulco. So I will be making it home in, well, a day and a half, 2 days, almost 2 days from this point, actually. So this is it for my quick and dirty trip. But it has been amazing. I am so excited to have seen our friends very briefly, and thank you to them, Mike and Shauna, for your hospitality and love. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. And this is me checking out, having a one night sleep, and then heading home. Well, it's another early morning. Welcome to 5 o'clock in the morning at Calgary Airport. Time to start heading back. I'm going to be boarding my first plane, heading to Denver. See you there.
Made it to Denver, and guess what? Yet another layover. That's okay. I can go do some geocaching, some Pokemoning, and maybe snooze a little.
Well, you're getting the traveler's look here from Denver. My plane has arrived behind me. You see it. It is going to take me back to Mexico. Ready to board, ready to make it back into the heat because, as you can tell, I'm getting a little chilly here. People like airports really cold, and I don't. So, looking forward to landing in Mexico and then back to home.
As we taxied out in Denver, the landscape looked incredibly dry, almost as if they had not had rain in quite some time. But once we were in the air, I got some beautiful views looking back over the city before settling in for the flight south. There's always something about watching the world go by from up here. I followed my progress on the map as we made our way towards Mexico, and before long, the lights of Mexico City started appearing below me, and this is where views got really impressive. Coming in over Mexico City at night, I could pick out all the places I recognized, like Chapultepec Park, Paseo de la Reforma, the BBVA Tower glowing in the distance, and even the glowing red Ferris wheel all lit up. Mexico City just seems to go on forever in the air. And after a long day of travel, I finally touched down at Terminal 1 in Mexico City. Having arrived, cleared customs, and having grabbed my one checked bag, I headed over to the train that transfers passengers from Terminal 1 to Terminal 2.
All alone in this section of the train. Going to Terminal 2. Bye, Terminal 1. Adios. Just nobody else. Welcome to Mexico City. Landed. I've got all of my luggage and an extra bonus that I picked up for our good friends Shauna and Mike, specifically for Shauna. I'm very excited about it. Made it here, and I am so grateful to a gentleman who works at Aeromexico. He changed my flight. Instead of leaving here at 6 o'clock tomorrow night, I'm leaving at 9 o'clock in the morning. Score 9 less hours. But I decided I was going to splurge, and I'm having a chicken burger. So provecho, and I will get back to you sometime later. I don't know. You'll see, either Huatulco or maybe even from here, another little mini update. It's just after 4 o'clock in the morning, and I am looking rougher and rougher, but fear not. there is help on the way in the form of caffeine. Cheers. On the final stretch, they've just removed the bridge and we are going to be heading out. Flight 6 of 6. Last one. Take it off. Woo! This is what Mexico City looks like during the day. You've seen it at night? Now you get the day view. It's a little smoggy though, unfortunately.
The views from up here never seem to get old for me. I love following the progress on the map and seeing everything from a completely different perspective. And of course, a little snack never hurts to pass the time.
So I'm driving to the airport to pick up Christina. Christina is back from Canada. She's landing in a few minutes. It's exciting. I haven't seen her in a few days.
Looks like we're gonna fly over our house.
We are usually never apart. This is very, very rare that we are apart like this for days on end. This is not normal. We usually travel together everywhere. So this is a first in a long time.
Views like this of the Huatulco Bays, and specifically, as you see below us here, Tangaloona Bay, are something you just can't capture with a drone. You definitely need a plane. Below you can even see the now closed golf course surrounded by lush green hills, brought to you by the rainy season, and those beautiful shades of blue and turquoise along the Pacific.
Home sweet home. Oops. There it is. Our little itty bitty airport. Home sweet home. Welcome back to the heat. I love it. I've been a little chilly in all the cold airports and airplanes, so I'm excited about being back, and I'm sorry I'm bouncing you, but I'm just excited to tell you I'm back.
We are here. And where is she? Oh, there she is. And she's back. Back in Huatulco. Yay! Hello. Welcome back.
So good to be back. So good to be back.
Do you have that out of the bag?
No, I do not. I just
Yay.
first one off the line.
Gotta love flying priority.
Hey, baby.
Mwah. Welcome back.
Thank you. I'm sorry I need a shower.
All good.
It's been a long day.
Well, she's back in Huatulco, folks.
I was threatening I'd be back.
Were you threatening us?
I was.
Oh, I like threats.
Oh, yeah?
It is day 8, I believe it is, on this Honda project. Yes, Christina's returned from Canada, and we're going to get back on working on this stupid car of mine. Look who's working on it. And the reason she's working on it is because we're trying to use a center punch to punch a hole, a spot, because usually when you put a drill bit on a piece of metal, it goes left or right. It's hard to keep it centered. So we're using a center punch to punch a center, so the drill bit will have something to follow. And Christina's got the small finesse and hands, and the small hands to get in here to punch this. So I got her in here giving me a hand.
You're a backyard mechanic. Be afraid.
No way. We've worked on cars together before.
Yeah. But usually we have hoists or tools or...
Well, we have tools, we just don't have a hoist, yes. And this is a bit of a pain, so.
This is a challenge.
But where I run out of patience, she makes up in patience. I don't have the patience sometimes for stuff like this, so.
And then vice versa.
Well, and vice versa. So we are really the yin and the yang. That's why we're always together. That's why we always work well together. So us being apart for a week, not normal.
But you survived. You survived. Maybe? I think he survived, you guys. He did it.
Survived with some injuries.
Yeah, well, there's that. But
So we're looking for more tools, more drill bits. It's a crazy job, this silly Honda. What do we got here? This is all pliers, tools. We got some drills over here. Let's go over here. Drills, Makita. Maybe over here. All right, we're going to store number 2. Let's see this one. This one might have it. Been to so many stores looking for things, we had to stop for gas. Looking for stuff. We're now at the gas station. All right, struck out. So Amazon it is. I was trying to avoid another 5-day delay. But small town is what happens is they've got the bits, but I don't want to waste money on bits that won't work. We're on day
589 of fixing the car. Just kidding. Where's the light? Ah.